Hello everyone and welcome to the last vlog for David in Real Life of the year. Vlog number 45, and it's the last one for 2008. And you won't see one until next year. How ironic is that? So another year has gone by successfully in Black Spider David, as well as practically my life. It's been an alright year, and of course every year has its good moments and a year has its bad moments. Um, and of course, one of the key moments of every year is practically movies. I am a huge movie goer, and movies are a highlight in terms of the whole year, how good the year was. This year, I saw a total of 7 movies in theaters. Actually, I saw 6, and one of them I didn't see in theaters, but it does count as a 2008 movie. So, in total, I saw 7 2008 movies, and I'm here to rank them to show which ones were my favorite, which ones were my least favorite, and counting down to my most favorite film of 2008. So as I started, number 7 was The Incredible Hulk. Despite the fact that The Incredible Hulk is probably, in my opinion, it's better than Ang Lee's version. It focuses on what what I wanted The Incredible Hulk to be. But nonetheless, it is just another popcorn flick, much like last year's Transformers and all those types of films. Um, so it's down there at the number 7 ranking. Number 6, Wall-E. Wall-E, I know that it's one of the best Pixar movies that were made this year and the past few years, but it is an animated film. I'm not used to praising animated films, and about half of the movie there's no dialogue. I'm not a big fan of that. Number 5 was Horton Hears a Who. Now I know that I just said that I'm not used to praising animated films, but this one really made me have a fun time in the theater, and it just made me laugh a whole lot. And it's very, um, I don't know. There's jokes for kids, and there's also jokes for teenagers such as like me, and it's practically a film for anybody. Number 4 was Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I know I am a big Indiana Jones fan, but I give this one the number 4 ranking due to the fact that it didn't live up to its expectations, and it's probably my least favorite Indiana Jones film. Now that doesn't mean that it was wasn't a good film. I thought it was an okay film, but it could have been better. Number 3 was Cloverfield. Cloverfield was one of the most controversial films this year and maybe the past few years, and that's what makes this my number 3 film because I just love all this viral marketing that revolved around it. I like the whole handheld camera thing. Some people hated it. Some people threw up about it. I didn't. I love it. That was one of the best films, and it's short. It's one of those films that you got some spare time, watch it, and you'll like it. I liked it, so that's why I give it a ranking at number 3. Number 2, Iron Man. Iron Man is practically the best non-sequel film this year, and it was well developed. It was wonderfully directed by John Favreau. I didn't know that he had it in him. I mean, he directed Elf and Zathura. I had no idea that he could direct a movie of this scale, and it turned out great. And Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. It's like him is Tony Stark as Harrison Ford is to Indiana Jones. Practically can't replace him. And my number 1 film of 2008 is obvious. You should already know by now before me actually telling you, and that is of course The Dark Knight. $500 million domestically, $998 million worldwide, and it's critically acclaimed. It's practically the best film of the year by far. I mean, forget all those other films that are mostly going to get nominated for Best Picture in the Oscars. If you can, try to get some sort of petition out to have The Dark Knight nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor Heath Ledger, Best Score, Best Editing, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects. At least those 7 categories. I think it should be nominated. If not, then screw the Academy, because come on, The Dark Knight is a feel-good film. Then again, it is a superhero film, so why would they go for that when they got films like The Wrestler, Milk, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button? So I guess we're gonna have to wait until the Oscar nominations on January 22nd. So that is it for my film countdown. Those are my top 7 films that I saw this year of 2008, counting down to number 1 being The Dark Knight. But there were some other great stuff in 2008. I went to summer school for the first time. and I'll never go back there again. I got a haircut. I had long hair for like 2 or 3 years, and now for the first time in that long of time, I finally have short hair again. And a bunch of other stuff happened. I can't remember exactly what, but it was great. Not to mention, a highlight of this year was, of course, seeing The Dark Knight in IMAX. That was absolutely extraordinary. It was one of the great experiences that I've had this year. Other than that, 2008 was a prosperous year like any other year, but as long as we keep it that way, it's, 2009 is going to be great. So I hope you guys have a nice New Year's tonight. Do not drink, do not drive, don't do both. See you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys 2009. Happy New Year.